Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. In this room we've got a pretty simple puzzle coming up. It looks like a dungeon of some kind. That's not ominous at all. As you can see, there's no way to get to that hole onto the right. But we've got a switch over here. We press the switch, oh, the door's open. Let's go and move open, and aw, shit. What to do now? Well, we use Koops' ability here. We hold Koops out, walk over there by ourselves, let go, and then we're let through. However, the door will close behind us, so we can't get back. But wait, what's this? What in the heck? Hey, guests! It's been a long time since anyone came here. A real long time. Huh? You hear me? Wow. Wait a sec. If you can hear my voice, that means some legendary hero or something. Or not. To be honest, I'm sure anybody with ears can hear me. But it's always fun zinging people with that whole legendary hero bit. Hey, but seriously, folks, I was wondering if you could let me out of this chest. I've been locked in here so long I'm starting to cramp up like you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is find the key and let me out. Easy. Huh? What do you mean? You think you'll be cursed if you open the box? Ridiculous. Who would do that, really? Wait in a box and curse, folks. A real slime ball, that's who. But I'm not a real slime ball, and I would do no such thing, but that should be obvious. Look, if you help me out, maybe I'll help you out. You know, a little I scratch your back, you scratch mine, except in reverse order. Of course, you don't have to do it if you really don't want to, like finding a black key is hard. Something tells me this is a very bad idea, but the plot demands it, so I guess I will do it. A crack over there. Remember that for later. A while later, but later. Anyway, let's just open this chest. You got a black key. Yay. Uh-oh, that's not good. Mario, look at that. Oh, that's even worse. Shit. Prepare the escape sequence. Dun 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 dun. Okay, anyway, this really doesn't have any sort of threat attached to it. All you have to do is make it through the very easy maze. It's really not that hard. You'll be able to make it out with plenty of time to spare. It's really just supposed to be a thrill thing, I guess. It's not hard at all. So anyway, though I do like how they actually have the thing going down. That's a neat touch. Anyway, man, that was too close. Gotta shake it off. Whew. Okay, we got the key, so let's go open that spooky chest. Okay. Hey there! Boy, am I so glad you found that key. Unbelievable. Wee-hee-hee-hee-hee! Fools! You know, somewhere deep inside of me I knew that this was going to happen. Why, only the most idiotic, pudding-brained dolt would fall for a scheme like that. This castle's traps prevent anybody who's entered it from ever leaving. Now, no matter which path you take, you'll be fated to waste to a slow, painful end. But wait, there's more to this great deal. I'll throw in a free curse, no charge. Oogly boogly boo! I curse you! Wee-hee-hee-hee! Now you're a curse, doofus, and it serves you right. This curse is more cursedly curse-worthy than any curse that's ever cursed you. For this curse makes you like a piece of paper when you press and hold R. Wee-hee-hee! What a curse! Who curses like me? No one. Now I shall show you just how fretful of a curse it is. Go on, press and hold R. So anyway, this is our new ability from the curse guy. If we press and hold R, we become thin, like a piece of paper. You can move around when you're pressing and holding R, too. So, now, this curse, finger quotes, allows us to go through skinny objects, like, you know, bars and stuff like that. It's one of the more direct paper things, like, you know, it's one of the, and I like it because of that. See, look, now that we're skinny like a piece of paper, we can go through that bar no problem. We can also pick up this badge with no problem. This is one of the Attack FX badges. It changes our sound effects of our attacks. See, like this one makes the sound that usually comes after one of my incredibly lame jokes. So anyway, you're going to want to keep that badge and remember that you have it because it's important. However, we still have not found any item that has to do with something that begins with CR and ends with icket. Crummy ticket. Crappy bicycle lick. I don't know what it is. So anyway, yeah, we're riding a block and going up some stairs, but there's going to be a locked key door right there, see? That door's locked. And there's a badge up there we can't get. Odd. Well, you know what that means. It's time for some backtracking! Yes, that's right. Now that we have the curse ability, we can go backtrack and get a key that we might have seen earlier. So just go backtrack a little bit. It's really not far. You have to backtrack out of the reversible staircase room, which is what I'm doing now, and get to the room where the red bones, where the dry bones swarm happened, which is, drumroll, this room. Yeah, you see that key over there? We need to get that. And you see those not completely barred doors for some reason? Well, we go through that using the R button. The R button paper ability is one of the more creative ones, you know. Later in the game, it's actually used in puzzle solutions in ways that you wouldn't expect, so I like it. It's also, you know, it's not always situational, too, which is something I like. Like, the paper airplane ability, while I like, it's pretty situational. You have to be on a paper airplane panel to use it. The flipping thin curse ability, you know, you can do anytime you want, which helps make it seem a lot more immediate that Mario and everybody else in this universe is made out of paper. You know, which I like a lot. Oh yeah, if I forgot to mention, in order to get this block to rise, you need to use Koops. Koops is going to be the character you want to have out for puzzles most often. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, I was trying to think if I could jump through the windows. I was thinking of a different room. So anyway, now that we have the castle key, we can open this door and continue on with the dungeon. There's a new heart block there. As you can see, it says 6 coins now instead of just 5 as it was before. The amount of money it takes to use an inn or a heart block raises as the game progresses. Again, it's never anything too big, so you don't have to worry about it. But I thought it's just worth noticing that once you get further on, if you're running short on money, that could be bad. So anyway, you're going to want to jump out of that window. I didn't know that you could jump out of it the first time I played, so I was stuck here for a little bit. Walk to the right to get a star piece, and then walk to the left in order to get to the rest of the level. Yeah. So anyway, in order to get this block to rise, you got to do essentially the same thing you did with the last green block. Only this time, instead of just shooting Koops, we got to move back on top of the block. No matter where you are, Koops will always land where you are, well, in your general direction, so you don't have to worry about that. However, if you drop underneath that door, you can get a life shroom. Life shrooms are essentially your life insurance. If you die, your life will come back up to 10 health points if you have a life shroom in your party. In your inventory, sorry, if you have a life shroom in your inventory. Keep at least 1 or 2 on you at all times. They're generally useful. The item I got was a spite pouch, which I never use. Yeah. So anyway, now that we've entered this room... Huh? Oh my, who's this handsome piece of cheese? I can't believe there are other thieves here besides me. How very strange. Hey, who are you? Me? Why, I'm Miss Mouse, the globe-trotting thief. Heard of me, sweetie? I heard there were rare and valuable badges here in this castle. That's why I'm here. But the real question is, why are people like you roaming around in such a rundown place? Oh, well, you see, we're here to beat Hooktail and get the Crystal Star. So, don't think we'll let you get the Crystal Star first. Crystal Star, you say? I didn't know a thing like that was hidden in this castle. Sounds intriguing. Perhaps I just heard something you didn't want me hearing? Darn! Oh, but that's okay. I mean, you were looking for this Crystal Star first. And I already found the badge I was after, so I'll let you get your Crystal Star. What are you doing? Hey! What's that supposed to mean? Ah! The fanfiction has already been written! I know, it's sad. We just met and already it is time to say farewell, alas. Oh my, you're so bold. Is that legal? Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little secret to share with you. Somewhere in this castle is a badge that will help you best Hooktail, or so I've heard. I don't know what kind of badge it is. Maybe you found it already. Maybe not. But if you're going to fight Hooktail, I'll recommend finding that badge first. Well, take care, handsome mushroom man. Let's get together again real soon. I wonder what her story is. I bet it's an interesting one. Full of romance. So yeah, that's Miss Mouse. We'll run into her a few times throughout the game. She's an interesting fellow. Has a pretty kick-ass theme song, though. Anyway, in this room are a few items that'll help you out. You know, a mushroom and such. And there's also a shine sprite, which we're gonna want because, you know, we want to upgrade our party members as fast as possible. I think what I was trying to do is, yeah, I don't like having a full item list because your inventory tends to get filled up pretty quickly if you're like me and you're stingy with items. However, there is a way to expand it, but that requires doing a side quest that I don't cover in this playthrough. But I will address it when the time comes. So anyway, now that we've got the key, we can continue on with the dungeon. It's relatively the same sort of stuff. Nothing really too mind-blowing when it comes to the puzzle front. There's also no new enemies in this dungeon either. We've faced pretty much everything we're going to face for a while. The item I just picked up is a curd shell. It raises your defense, but I don't really use that a lot because I don't really think having a large I don't think having points of defense really helps you a whole lot. In the end, you're better off just focusing on getting more HP if you want to be a tank. Defense helps, but seeing as most enemies do in the late game do their attacks in large groups, like they'll do 7 damage as opposed to like small groups of 2 or 3. Having like a point or 2 of defense doesn't usually help. So anyway, on the other side of the bars, on the back end of the screen, we got another star piece. Hooray! Star piece! And we need to use our paper airplane ability again to fly down onto the... I've mentioned this before, but how does Hooktail walk around in his own castle? I mean, he's too big for all this shit. So anyway, that block we just made fall will allow us to get that close call partner badge we saw earlier in the video. However, if you jump down to get it, you gotta backtrack all the way back up. And seeing as I never equipped the badge anyway, I decided not to get it. Also, there's another shine sprite here. That's about 3, so you'll have enough to upgrade a party member once you get back to Rogueport, which is always nice. Huh, the music's gone in this area. Very ominous. Probably nothing. So anyway, yeah, we are actually about to reach Hooktail's lair. It's the end of the dungeon already. Again, this is the first chapter, so they don't really make anything too long or complicated. But hey, look at that spinning background. That's pretty high-tech stuff, right? I mean, only the GameCube is capable of pushing this sort of graphical awesomeness. Yeah, I mean, I really do like the effect that they're going for with the climbing the spiral staircase and such. Oh yeah, that spiked Goomba enemy there can throw you off. Anyway, next time, we're gonna rock the dragon. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.